Immigrants are everywhere. Their children, second-generation immigrants, are growing up in countries different from those of their parents. They are studying or working in these countries, dealing with different social problems, and trying at the same time to be connected to their culture of origin. The Chinese community is the largest Asian community in Italy. In fact, in 2012, there were 227,570 Chinese resident citizens in Italy, and by 2015, their number had risen to 332,189, ranking third place in Italy's resident foreign nationals classification. Most of them come from Zhejiang province. Between 2013 and 2014, immigrant businesses grew by another 4.1% to 733,500 units in absolute terms. Chinese community ranks third place in absolute terms, and it is the community that is growing the fastest and the most steadily. In particular, the Chinese have a vocation for small businesses. On over 265,800 Chinese residents in Italy, as many as 69,401 run economic activities. Family businesses are often closely connected to the life and the growing up of second-generation Chinese children. Most of them are involved in some way or another in the business, and they mature very early. They understand the economic condition of their family and know how many sacrifices their parents made. Chinese children are often willing to help in their family's business, even when they have other vocations in life. Work experience in their family's business is part of growing up for many second-generation children. Therefore, the second-generation Chinese children come into contact with society sooner than Italian teenagers of their age. And, thanks to their language skills and cultural wealth, they are climbing the career ladder in various areas and sectors. Considering the nationality of parents, in 2014, the Chinese community ranked 4th for the number of babies born, 5,039. Another interesting factor that emerges is the strong tendency of Chinese parents to choose for their children a name that is common in the host country, rather than a traditional Chinese one. Chinese children registered at birth are called Matteo, Andrea, Kevin, and Kimi, but also Alessio, Marco, and Leo, while the most common name for girls is Emily, followed by Sofia, Angela, and Serena. They are children of foreign nationals who were born or arrived in Italy during childhood or adolescence, but not always recognized by Italian law. How does the complicated procedures and the tight time frame there is to apply for citizenship influence their feelings of belonging? How many of them would say they were Italian? Second-generation Chinese in Italy grow up comparing two different cultures, the Chinese one and the Italian one, which are represented by the community where they live and their family respectively, and they are the most affected by culture clash. They have to face frequent comments and questions like, "How good is your Italian? How long have you been here?" when they have been here all their lives. Sometimes, second-generation Chinese children are rejected by both countries, as the Italians consider them Chinese, and their family consider them Italian or Laowai, foreigners, because of their way of thinking that is completely different from theirs. Rejected by both sides. Then who are they? Chinese as the Italians say, or Italians like the Chinese say? They are able to combine Western culture with the values of a people from an ancient civilization. However, most of them are confused, continuously searching for their identity, which is limited by narrow-minded people who reduce the entire identity issue to a single belonging. Therefore, a few of these IBC Italian-born Chinese identify themselves as Italian, others as Chinese, and some just say that they are a second generation or in the middle. They are the children of the well-being achieved by their parents, as well as Italy's children.